I'm up at Total Sales Solutions in Jackson, Mississippi, where we sell trucks, sell lots of them. We sell principally diesel trucks. Now, this is about the 10th time we started this because I persist in calling this a Dodge, and my son persists in correcting me that it's a Ram. So for all of those who are over 50, we're going to list a nice Dodge truck here that's a heck of a bargain. For those of you under, a great Ram truck. If you've been out looking for one and you want you a Dodge or a Ram truck, a diesel four-wheel drive, and you got sticker shock, look at this one because it's going to be a bargain. It's a great value and a good truck. It's a 2013 Ram, right, son? A Ram. 2013
Ram 2500 heavy duty.
HD, heavy duty, turbo diesel, four-wheel drive, folks. Sitting on a expensive set of Firestone tires, matching tires. So that says something about who owned the truck before. It's a local trade-in. But anyway, great set of Firestone tires, the spares under it, got a backup camera, and it's got something I love. Of course, everyone in Mississippi loves it because we routinely hit deer. My son and I, our wives have tattooed about 4 in the past 3 years. But anyway, it's got real ranch hand bumpers, front and rear, which are cool, and they're gosh awful expensive. But anyway, this is a truck that everyone wants, a Ram truck, four-wheel drive diesel. That's what everyone nowadays apparently wants. We've got one for sale, but you won't break the bank buying this one. You're going to get a good truck. Almost look.
I'm pretty sure this is an SLT, not an ST, but there's no badges, but it's got so much equipment, I don't think it can possibly be an ST.
We'll show you everything it's got. But
these are real ranch hand bumpers. These aren't some homemade crap that looks like a ranch hand. Somebody spent about $2,500 on these bumpers.
Brand new windshield. See down the side, it's not beat, tattooed up. Look under here.
And these are Firestones. That kind of tells you how a truck's been taken care of, whether they got some Suckahamas on or they got some name brand tires.
Yeah. And look in here, folks. It's got windows, door locks, tilt, cruise,
automatic headlights,
backup camera.
It's got exhaust brake, trailer brake control, automatic dimming rear view mirror.
Headliner is nice, folks. Now pictures don't show it, but you'll like the headliner.
Equipped, not stripped.
Equipped, not stripped. The seats look nice. There's no cigarette burns. There's no smoke odors or any of that in it that I can smell. It's not been out in the mud. It's not all mudded up, wrinkled around. The back seat's really nice.
Got rear climate controls, tinted windows. Got these little storage compartments on both sides that are handy, plus this storage underneath and your cup holders and everything. You can see the cab corners are all perfect. Southern truck. Bought new in Brookhaven, just traded in at the dealer in Vicksburg, about 45 minutes away.
Turn over, ball. You may never need that, folks, but if you ever do, that will save you thousands of dollars. Got your hooks, tie-down hooks, see under here. There's your spare back there.
Back there.
Right there.
And you can see behind the wheels, the bed's not beat up and everything. Haven't been on gravel roads.
That's a bumper.
Ranch hand
bumper. That's a bumper.
Backup camera right there.
Right there.
Right there.
4x4. See down the side. White truck. It doesn't show a lot, but
you can see the line on this front of this body. The cab is straight. Nobody's rammed their four-wheeler into it.
Somebody did take their tackle toolbox with them, but that's no big deal. You can always find one of those.
Who wants a toolbox? I do have the glass order for this mirror. It's just not in yet, so you may notice it's broke. But
before you get here, the dash is not cracked and peeling and all that, son.
Got the manuals. Dad's determined to make it squeak a little bit.
Needs some WD-40, that's all we'll do that. Up under here, you can see how clean it is, no rust issues, no.
And these are 17-inch wheels on it, so you're not going to break the bank if you do need to buy a new set.
Well, that set of tires.
Although those will last forever. I've got some Firestone Destinations on my truck.
It's a nice truck, folks. Plus, Dan told me what he would sell it for. and I kind of got sticker shock myself because I never heard of one selling this cheap, but it's going to be a bargain. So for those over 50 and those under, we'll come back. Anyway, it's a 2013 Ram 2500 HD, 4-wheel drive, turbo diesel engine, heavily equipped. It's got backup camera sitting on a good set of Firestone tires. The spares under it. It's not beat and bang. It's just a good, solid truck, folks, and anyone who buys it's going to be happy to buy. We appreciate you watching our video. Look forward to visiting with you about this 2013 Ram and seeing you here in Jackson, Mississippi. Thank you.
Hey folks, Dan Dale here. You've been listening to us talk about this truck, and I'm going to take you on a test drive. But before I do, I just want to show you a few things. First of all, we don't clean under hoods. This is just how it came in. So it's a little dusty, a little dirty, but it's not caked up mud or anything like that. It does have an S&B cold air intake, but fortunately they're using the paper filter, so you don't have to worry, because them oil filters are garbage. EGR has been deleted. The main thing I want to show you though is we take the oil cap off, and you can see, pull it all the way off. There's no smoke. The smoke side of the big deal as long as it's not puffing. The main thing is I can set the cap down on the oil filler hole without screwing it down, and when we do that, it doesn't blow off, and so that means there's no blow-by. Blow-by is engine compression getting past the piston rings and back into the crankcase. It's not necessarily a sign of a bad engine, but it's a sign of wear that this truck doesn't have. The other thing it don't have right now is an oil cap, because my mechanic just dropped it when he was taking it off, and we'll see if maybe he's finally found it out from under the truck. He has. So just set it down on the hole. You can see it just sits there. It vibrates because of the truck running, but it doesn't blow off. You can screw it down. So anyway, just wanted to show you that. Now we're going to hop in and take you on a test drive. Okay, now we're in the truck. I'm going to show you a few things before we get going. It's got the manual shift 4-wheel drive, which I like. No servos or shift motors or any of that crap to go out. Got the trailer brake controller built in. The Ford calls it tow command. I don't know what Dodge calls it, but it's got it. You can pull this down and put it in manual shift mode, you know, and do the gears yourself. I'll reset it, put it in drive. Like I said, automatic headlights, got steering wheel controls, stereo, and it's got, in here you can see, it's got USB, auxiliary inputs, extra power outlets down here. It's got this little load inflation thing. I guess when you air your tires down to go off-road, you keep it from beeping. Exhaust brake, tow haul mode, traction control. Let's see. You can see the backup camera comes on. It works. That's why I say I'm pretty sure this is an SLT, but I've never seen an ST with all this equipment. But anyway, it does have a new windshield, so no worries about rock pecks or cracks or anything. It's that much is brand new. This truck fires right up, hot or cold, no issues there. Hot or cold start, no smoking. Doesn't pull to the left or right. Doesn't vibrate or pull when you hit the brakes. Now you'll have to excuse my shaky camera work. I'm driving with one hand and filming with the other on, as always, the worst streets in Jackson. So even though the video may come out a little shaky, rest assured the truck itself drives great. And one thing you can take away from all these bumps and potholes and stuff is that it's tight. There's no clunks and bangs coming from the suspension or any of that kind of crap. Like I said, it doesn't pull to the left or right. Doesn't vibrate or pull when you hit the brakes. Goes down the highway just like it should. Cruise works like it should. Of course my phone's gonna go off. The only thing I know of on this truck that doesn't work, you can see the little light lit. That's the tire pressure light. It's not detecting any of the sensors. Now, odds are a tire shop can use their little tool they've got and buzz them, or they do something and reactivate them when they've gone to sleep from sitting. But worst case, you can get a set of tire sensors on eBay for I think like $40 and have them stuck on probably under 100 total. So I'm just going to point that out and let whoever buys it, if they're worried about it, fine, and if you're not, that's fine too. Most people aren't, but if you want to fly in to Jackson, Mississippi International Airport, we'll be glad to pick you up at the airport, no extra charge. We'll bring you back here to my office in beautiful Jackson, Mississippi, and we'll do all the paperwork and feedback and everything and let you get on the road. But we also understand not everybody wants to spend several days flying or driving in and then driving home, especially with all this corona garbage going around. You may not want to be in an airplane having to wear a mask for some security Nazis or something. So that being said, don't let the idea of having to ship it scare you off. I mean, that's part of the reason we do these videos and test drives in the videos, so people feel better about buying one sight unseen. We try and nitpick them as best we can, even though sometimes it makes them sound worse than they are. We'd rather somebody know every last detail if they're not going to see it in person first. But especially don't let the prices you see for shipping online scare you off, because most of these guys online aren't actual shippers. They're just brokers, and they charge you hundreds of dollars up front, or they pack it into the price and call it a deposit. But what it really is their broker's fee for finding somebody else to haul it. Like, I had a customer shipping a truck to California last week, and they quoted her $1,600. But all these guys use this one website called Central Dispatch that's not open to the public to actually find drivers, the actual guys hauling the vehicles. And we spend a couple grand a year it costs to be on there so we can offer our customers wholesale rates on shipping. Like this guy that quoted my customer $1,600 had it posted on Central Dispatch for $950. So that kind of tells you what these guys are trying to make on these deals. But we don't charge a markup or deposit or anything. It's a free service to our customers. Although if you're not our customer, we'll do it for $50, but we'd rather you be our customer, we'll do it for free to make the arrangements for shipping for you. So all you have to do is either FedEx us a cashier's check or do a bank wire for the amount of the truck only, and we'll make all the arrangements and get the truck sent to you. Find somebody to do it. We don't do it. We find somebody to ship it to you, though. And when they drop it off, you just hand them the cash for the shipping. If you are interested, shoot me a text to 601-376-9869 with your zip code, and I can get you a good ballpark figure on shipping. And if you're anywhere near Dallas or Houston or Atlanta or pretty much anywhere in the state of Florida, then I can get you a real good deal on shipping. So just check with me. If you have any questions about the truck, call me, 601-376-9869. If I don't answer, hang up. Don't leave me a voicemail. Text me. I don't always answer the phone first thing in the morning or in the evening, but I'll usually answer a text anytime. This truck, like I said, is DPF and EGR deleted, and I like the fact that it's got a full exhaust. They didn't just slap a straight pipe where the DPF used to be. It's a full exhaust, but it's not one of those fart cans that sounds like a gravel truck or a log truck. You know, you can hear it if you get on it, but in normal driving, it's not bad. So that tells me it wasn't some punk kid trying to tear his crap up, which is always a good sign to me. But it's got a little more than a tow tune, but it's not an all-out, blow the tires off tune either. It's a little bit more than a miles per gallon tune, but a little under a street tune, probably a tow plus, I'd say. Maybe around 75 horse or so, but it's got the power. There's no doubt about that. And you can pull pretty much anything you got the nerve to hook this thing. It's going to pull it. You can see on the dash no warning lights lit or service lights or anything other than the tire light we talked about. Now you'll see the miles per gallon is kind of low. We just towed a camper back from Hattiesburg, so that kind of killed the average mileage, but normally it's better than that. But I like to show the dash after we've been driving a while because it's easy to hook a scan tool up and kill an engine light or an ABS light or whatever, take a picture and say, oh look, no lights. But if there's a problem and you haven't fixed it, then as soon as you go to driving, that light's going to come right back on. So that's why I like to show the dash after we've been driving a while, so you can see for yourself that there really are no lights lit. Beyond that, if you have any questions, give me a call, 601-376-9869. Be glad to answer any questions you might have about the truck, about what it takes to buy it, about the delete, shipping, whatever. Just give me a call. Dan Dale, Jackson, Mississippi, 601-376-9869. Thanks again for watching our video. Look forward to seeing you here in beautiful South Jackson.